Spectrum Dance Theater is located in Seattle, Washington, and it's been it was created in 1982, but I didn't arrive there until 2002. So 20 years later, I showed up. So I've been there almost, a little over 10 years now, and we are on this tour in South Asia that began in Nepal, and then we went to Bangladesh, and now we're here in Sri Lanka. And the tour is part of a program that's called DanceMotion USA, which is a program of the United States State Department and the Brooklyn Academy of Music. And so the whole idea is to share American contemporary dance with international audiences. How was my experience being in those places? It was fantastic. I love being in South Asia. It's been a surprise. The people, obviously the people are different in each country, and but it's been the connections that we've made with people, with the other dancers and just plain people, like people that work in restaurants or work in hotels, has been really remarkable. I feel like we've had an opportunity to connect on a person-to-person way. Like in a sense, we are doing, it's diplomacy, but it's human-to-human diplomacy as opposed to political diplomacy. And so I feel like I've gotten to know a little bit what it means to be a Nepali or be a Bangladeshi or to be a Sri Lankan, and I think they've gotten a sense of what it's like to be an American, and that all Americans aren't evil imperialists, and so I that what it means to be an American is it's broad, and I think that also the same thing that I've come to understand and believe, that sometimes some of the things that we read and hear about these countries is not necessarily what it's like when you're there. Well, what we did 2 workshops in Gaul, and they were with fairly young school children, and here in Colombo, we've been working with students from the University of Visual and Performing Arts and young people from the Center for Performing Arts, and so they're older and have more experience. And we've been doing a daily workshop with them. We did 3 days with them, and so what I've discovered, and we also discovered this when we were in Bangladesh as well, is that when you have the same people and you see them every day, you have a meal with them, you chat, and and then and you dance together, that there's a real connection that happens, and you start to see who they really are, and they have an opportunity to see who you are. For example, with the young people here, they were working with my dancers, but then when I started to work with them, when I was working with them, they were really scared of me, I think. They were, they kind of be like this, and then gradually, like today, they were much more relaxed and they smile at me, but at first it was like, oh, so tonight what we're doing is that we're going to kind of show some of the work that we've been doing, and it's not really a performance, it's a demonstration of how we've connected and how what our process has been. And one of the unique things about, I think, what happened here in Sri Lanka as opposed to what happened in some of the other places is that the traditional dance here is really strong. There are a lot of, and because we're dealing with people that's what they study. And so we've kind of created a hybrid of American contemporary dance and Sri Lankan traditional dance. So, maybe to purists, they might not like it, but I think for them it was a really interesting experience, and certainly for me it was fun. I really want to do. I want to come back, and I also am planning. I started a conversation about doing a collaboration with Chetruzina, and about bringing somebody from there to come teach in the United States, to teach my dancers so they have a long-term exposure, and then doing a choreographic collaboration as well, and do a production that we could maybe do, I mean we would do in the United States, but maybe do here as well, and tour around. I think I think what this tour has done in terms of how I think about Spectrum is the kind of international and global aspects of the company, which we kind of have talked about, but we never, we had taken very small steps towards doing it, but now I feel like we've made a big steps in that direction in terms of thinking globally and internationally.
Well, firstly, we are from Spectrum Dance Theater in Seattle, Washington. We are all company dancers in the company. My name is Derek Crescenti, and I'm a dancer.
My name is Shadow Mintroni. I'm also a dancer.
My name is Vincent Lopez. I'm also a dancer.
My name is Kate Monty, and I'm a dancer as well.
My name is Donald Jones Jr., and I am also a dancer.
So we came to Sri Lanka to do some master classes and workshops, and we're cultural ambassadors to the United States, so it's really about person-to-person interaction and exchanging cultures and ideas. We have a big show tomorrow, but really this week has been about getting to know some Sri Lankan dancers, and we've been working really close with them, and we actually have created a combined piece with their movement and our movement.
So yeah, we went to Nepal. That was the first stop that we made on our tour. And I think it was really interesting for me, mainly because it was my first time out of the country, out of America, and I really enjoyed being in a new environment and making some new friendships with people that I never thought I'd meet from across the world. And then after Nepal, we went to Bangladesh, and we really got a chance to make some really lasting relationships with some of the students we were teaching. We did like a week-long sit at a studio, Shadona, and we taught master classes in jazz, hip-hop, and contemporary, and meeting those dancers and creating those relationships was like a memory I'll keep for a long time. So I'm excited to do that here again in Sri Lanka. It's been an amazing experience.
I think that we've spent a lot of time introducing and showing the way that we work in the studio, and the way that we use dance to express ourselves, and the way that we use dance to share how we feel, what we're interested in, what's on our mind, how we feel about the world, and that's kind of our way of using dance as a tool. And it's something that is very popular in the United States, and that is how modern and contemporary dance is used a lot, as a tool and a way of showing the individual. And I think that's something that is unique and that we're sharing with them, and I hope that they take that, and also the tools that we've given them with how to create some different types of dance, and how to use the technical skills that we've shared with them. And I think also for us, we've learned so much, and we've had the opportunity to learn a lot of folk dances and traditional dances of Sri Lanka, and we're going to take that and we're going to use that in the studio as well when we create our dances in the future. So I hope that not only do the dance moves and the way we work dance-wise has an impact, but also the relationships we've had and the way that we spent our time with everyone and just sharing how we say hello. Something as simple as that has been something that has had an impact on me, and I hope has an impact on them as well.
So tonight's show, what we did that I think was kind of special with this group is that we were actually able to not only learn their traditional dances, but then teach them and kind of give them a little insight onto how we create material. So we learned their folk dances, and the other one was the Candian dance. And then we did our process with them, and we manipulated their phrases and put them together to make one kind of big fusion dance. Which was really cool because we've attempted to do that a little bit in other countries, and this is the most successful time that it's happened. And it's literally like the definition of fusion, I think.